ladies and gentlemen, September 30th. The year is 2024. We're at a squared circle. We are the defenders of independent professional wrestling. Once again, giving you the latest news and information. A lot going on in the local wrestling scene. I'm Hollywood J. Williams, joined by Uncle Oatis.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the show.
Welcome. We're back.
Yes, and it was an exciting weekend for us.
Yes.
For the most part.
Been an exciting 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Right.
Actually, there's been a lot going on. The month of September is wrapped up, and there's a lot happening. There's going to be quite a bit going on in October. We're going to cover that as well. But now you went to the BST show last week, correct?
Blood, Sweat, and Tears had
in Hamden on Sanford Street.
In Hamden on Sanford Street, Devonshire Hall. They had a massive turnout.
Oh, what a gorgeous place that is, too.
It is.
It's just beautiful.
It is a great facility to have professional wrestling in. They have a great crowd, a great following. Anybody that wasn't there, I'm going to have some footage. I'll be sprinkling it onto YouTube during the week.
I saw some of it, yeah, and it looked like it was a nice, a heavy house. A lot of people showed up. I'm a sucker for that one.
Right.
I haven't been to in a little while. Actually, I've gotten quite busy now, with the potato and stuff.
Right.
But the Devonshire Hall, I love that place because it's huge. There's plenty of elbow room. And I'm a sucker because they got all kinds of merchandise in that place. Everything from buttons to T-shirts and hats and hoodies and 8x10s and I mean everybody, the wrestling crew there, they got quite a bit going on when it comes to merchandise. A lot of stuff I've never seen before. And then there's other vendors, too, that, bring their stuff in. So that's pretty cool, too. But I can't go unless I got money in my pocket, because that's tough for me. But
it was a long card.
How many matches would you say?
There were 9 matches.
9?
There were 9 matches.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yeah. I've been hard at work over the past 2 days, just sifting through BST and then PAPW from Saturday night.
Right.
But they had a tremendous turnout. The main event was Landon Hale against Richard Holiday for the BST championship.
Wow. Yeah.
Right.
A PAPW alumnus, you said, right?
PAPW alumni, definite.
Yeah.
And he bounced back, was out for a while due to, unfortunately had cancer, but that's in the past. And he's got momentum once again.
I follow him on social media, but I've yet to have the pleasure of seeing him in action. So I'm hoping I will. We got a lot going on. Like me and Rick Del Santo, we have Pro Wrestling Wire, which we're kind of saying is like a sister thing with with you guys here at Squared Circle, and we're kind of helping each other out and doing our thing. And we don't get to go to a lot of when there's a lot of events happening at the same time, it's very difficult to pick and choose because of, first of all, travel. What's the time like? What do you think? I mean, I would love to go to New York and see a few matches in New York, but I'm scared to death of having to get involved in sitting in traffic because I'll lose my mind. You know what I mean? But I really would like for Rick and I to spread our wings a little bit more. You go to several events that we don't get to take the pleasure in seeing, like Pioneer Valley or Blitzkrieg.
Oh, yes.
These are some that I'd like to get to at some point, too. But I got a lot of irons in the fire right now, and we're trying to revamp a few things with our Facebook page, bringing in a lot more content as you might have seen, because I hashtag everything with Squared Circle as
Right,
well.
right.
So, Pro Wrestling Wire is kind of on the move right now, and we're making a few changes, and I think it's going to be cool. So this little partnership, so to speak, that we have with Squared Circle, it's going to be good because we can get more information out there to people. We can show them more clips. We can, because we're sharing now, and that's the way it should be.
And,
we should all get along in the
and
business.
thusly, there's events that you go to. You're involved with a company up in Springfield, Massachusetts, that I've never even been to one of their cards at all.
Right. So see, there's a lot that we can,
Right.
help each other out. So I'm excited about that. But tell me a little bit about the BST show, because like I said, I didn't get to go, but I did see some of the clips that you put on Facebook, and I guess you have them on YouTube. And I'm gonna
be putting them on YouTube. Everything I have for BST is in the past. Their previous events, but the one that took place September 20th, I'm gonna be sprinkling them out throughout the week. So just people have to stay tuned. I'm going to be showing some clips, actually, a couple of them, three of them actually, tonight.
Oh, so you got some clips then from the BST show for us to see.
Right. I believe I have three of them.
Well, why don't we go ahead and maybe start? We'll show one right now, and we could talk a little bit about it, and then we'll just we'll go that route.
Right. Yeah, definitely. There's 9 matches, so if we cover 3 of them now, we're a third of the way there.
And I brought some from the PAPW show this Saturday, so we'll go ahead and we'll start watching those and check them out.
Right. Here we have a 5-man scramble. This is to determine the number 1 contender to the BST championship. And you have Sammy Diaz in there with, now, I'm going to admit, I've never seen this guy before, so this is, the 5-man scramble was, you had Sammy Diaz versus Jermaine Marbury versus Fancy Ryan Clancy.
Ryan Clancy, that's not him, though.
No, Ryan Clancy's getting into the ring right now. Right. That's the other 2 competitors were Big Boofa and A-Game. So, right.
So, okay, and since it's a 5-man, is it, or 6?
It's a 5-man scramble.
Okay, there's Jermaine Marbury.
And there's Marbury. And there's Clancy.
Okay, and this is the big boofer coming up the side, or who is
that? Right, that is, let's see. I will tell you right now.
Because I've never seen Big Boofer wrestle, nor Ryan Clancy, actually.
That's Boofa coming in. That's Boofa on the...
Oh.
And there goes Boofa.
Nice job taking him out. Okay.
Right.
Everybody's down for the count.
Everybody's down for the count, right? Mm-hmm. It's amazing the footage you get. You're just sitting right there. You're taking it all in.
Oh, I love it.
Right.
It's such a nice place to go to see an event like this.
Right.
It's well lit. There's plenty of elbow room.
Right.
Bathrooms, everything's right there. And usually they got a nice spread of some waters and beverages and stuff.
Oh, of course, yeah. And the full match is actually in their entirety. If you have the IWTV app, if you don't, I highly recommend you get it. It's worth it. You get independent wrestling footage, events from, I believe, all over the country and even some other countries too, as a matter of fact. And BST is one of the companies that's involved with IWTV, so they have their, you have the film crew over there, and you have the announcers on the top deck there.
Okay, what is Big Boofa setting him up for? What's going on here? All right, he kicked him in the face, actually, which...
Trying to stop Clancy.
All right, well, it didn't work out in his favor, did it?
Ryan Clancy actually was on AEW Collision a couple weeks back, believe it or not. In a
dark match?
Yeah, him and Another guy from Pioneer Valley.
Now
I can't think
Marbury's
of the name.
in. So
Marbury's in.
he's a tall drink of water. I don't think he's going to pick him up that
Right.
easy. But... and it's a layup.
Boom. Yep. Defense.
Right into a neck breaker.
Right. And everybody loves Benny the basketball. You can't have Marbury without Benny. Here comes Sammy Diaz.
Yeah, you gotta watch Sammy. He's quick on his feet.
Mm-hmm.
Boom, right into a cutter.
I don't think you can do that.
Who, me personally?
Yeah.
Hell no. I couldn't even do that when I was in shape.
Yep. Sammy getting a big crowd reaction as always. He's got him up.
Yep. Hammered his way out. Swing and a miss, but Sammy caught him, clipped him on the jaw.
Wherever Sammy goes, he gets to the top of the top of the promotion, the main event.
Big frog splash from the tall drink of water.
He's just jumping around.
What's going on here? The guy's gonna dance or?
Right. Ooh.
Okay, big boofer back in.
Big boofer back in. Clancy's trying to.
Oh, nice. Clipped
right.
him right in the back of the
Right.
head.
This is just a small portion of this match.
Back flip off the center rope.
It's one of those events that you couldn't get off your. If you got up to use the bathroom or something, you missed something.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like these scrambles. They had a replay of a scramble on NWA Power
Right.
a couple of weeks back, and it was a lot of fun to watch.
Oh, that's another great program. I miss watching that. I haven't seen that since before the pandemic.
It's on every Tuesday.
At
on the
6:05, right?
Well, I watch it on the CW app.
Okay.
So whenever I feel like watching it, I just click onto it.
Right.
But I I do a wrestling wrap up now
Right.
on the Facebook page for Pro Wrestling Wire, and
You cover mainstream as well with it.
yeah, I do some. Well, it's a little difficult because when it comes to Raw and SmackDown,
Right.
they have so many segments and a lot
yeah.
less wrestling.
Right.
And as much as I love watching the wrestling, sometimes the segments are just
Right.
fillers. You know, they're
They're fillers. Right.
just fillers. Yeah.
But if you want to watch real exciting wrestling, BST, Sammy Diaz wins the scramble.
Yep. And our boy Q the ref
Cue the ref.
is there.
Yep.
Okay.
And he is now going to be the #1 contender. By
All right,
winning the-
Sammy.
Right. And that's his award, I guess. Right.
Is there a contract or something in that binder? What is that?
It's a binder. I don't know if there's a contract in it. See, he won't let anybody see the other side of that binder. So maybe.
All
I
right.
have to get him on one of these days and ask him.
I'm happy for Sammy because I like Sammy. I've
Right.
seen Sammy wrestle probably in the past year. I'd say maybe about 4 times, and every time I see him get in the ring, I get excited because he's that good.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable. I would have loved to see him in that scramble.
Right, yeah.
For
You
the
have
whole
a
thing.
bunch of guys out there, and Sammy Diaz is one of them, and Jermaine Marbury,
Yeah.
another one.
Yeah.
Ryan Frost. Guys that, practically every company you go to attend the event, you see them there. And that's very
Oh,
good
it's
for
like
them. Right.
Jermaine Marbury he's everywhere now.
Right.
That guy is, and he hasn't even reached his prime yet.
No.
He's just now touching the surface of what he's capable of. And Jermaine Marbury, given the opportunity, is gone. He's sky. This is something that we need to talk a little bit about. Like at Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling right now, the talent that's coming out of that place. Right now, there's probably 6 to 9 new guys that are
just starting up.
Yeah, and a couple of them don't even have really any matches in yet. They're still in training.
Right.
But I go there every Wednesday night just about.
Right.
And I cut a few potatoes for PWW and whatever, and I'll hang out there and I'll talk with Paul a little bit, and with the guys. And one of the things I noticed is the new up and comers that are there. They're training their backsides off. I mean, they're really working hard. They're working on a lot of stuff, because there's a lot more involved than just, crushing your opponent.
Of course.
And they're really taking the bull by the horns, and Paul and Mario are putting out some absolute serious talent over there. And we got to witness a couple of them on Saturday night, as a matter of fact. They're so good that they're getting title shots.
Yeah,
when we'll see one in a little while, but yeah, they're not playing around.
No, that's awesome. I think we have more BST.
Yes, more BST.
Okay, this is the last man standing.
Oh wow.
This
Big Patrick Saint.
Patrick Saint and Dan the Man.
Yep.
All right. There's a few carrying over from Tessa's strength, but they're the last man standing, and there's a lot of leniency in the last man standing match. Hence the reason why they're up there on the balcony. This is not for the faint at heart. This is a hardcore match. This is something that Mick Foley would be very, very proud of. And the late Terry Funk, God rest his soul. But here they come down, and they're just battling each other. Right.
Okay, so it was the mission against Patrick Saint is in Red Sawyer, I would imagine, because Red's his partner, right?
This is just a single.
It is.
Right. This is just Dan the Man against Patrick Saint.
Oh, okay. But Dan must have had Stan Michael in his corner, because I just saw him.
Yes.
Okay.
He's an excellent singer.
Who?
Stan Michael.
Yeah. Now, Big Patrick Saint, my goodness.
Right.
The man, it moves like a gazelle for a big dude when he wants to.
Right.
He's amazing in the ring. And I can't say enough, even though Dan the Man and the Mission sometimes could get things a little twisted.
Oh, yeah.
I love them. I really do.
That's
and
a good group.
Dan is a genius. He's a wrestling genius.
Yep. And you gotta take a big man like Patrick Saint down with something. So he's
yeah. Well, his big tree needs to be chopped down, or else he can't work it.
No.
He's sizing them up for something that's not going to be fun.
No,
now,
this
see,
is...
what was this, a street fight or something?
Yeah, this is last man standing. This is like use weapons, whatever
man,
you do.
You
do what you gotta do to beat your opponent. That's what I'm saying. If Mick Foley saw this footage, he'd be proud. Just choking Patrick Saint out. But this isn't even the half of it. Let's just say. All right.
Big man is down.
But for the moment, I don't want to give it away too much.
Look at Dan.
He knows.
He's watching him.
He's watching him.
But you know what? You can't take your eyes off of Big Patrick Saint.
Nope.
See, out of
Yep.
nowhere.
Out of nowhere, he just comes back.
He's back, and he's ready to chop you down a little. Oh, well,
Yep.
okay, here we go.
Yep.
Where'd that come from?
Eh,
All right, that's
the Home Depot on Dixwell Avenue, probably.
I like it, Dan, but that wasn't very nice. I don't think going low like that was necessary.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Right.
So much for that.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to use that in your new home. Not anymore.
What, Patrick Saint or the door?
The door. Either.
I think Patrick's going to have to take some time off from work after that one. Yeah, he's down for the count, looks
He's
like.
down for the count. Yeah. Or is he? Is he just going to keep coming back up?
Looks like he's on 6.
Yeah.
7. Yeah, he's making it to his feet. He's up, that's it. Stop that count.
Right. The top of a garbage can.
No, it was. He's making a bowl out of it.
And a chair. Got to use the chair.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, just use 2 chairs. Why not?
And he's got to plant them somewhere.
Do I see 3 chairs?
3 chairs? Where's the 4th one? There we go.
Here we go. Chair number 4. 4 chairs. Right.
All right. Now he's got to get him up on those ropes somehow.
Right. He's using those chairs for something. He's not planning to sit there. He's going up to the top rope.
Matt DeCourt was a ring announcer. Very nice.
Matt DeCourt was the ring announcer. First time I've seen him ring announcing at BST.
For those of you that have been watching Squared Circle for a long time,
Right.
his old partner in crime, Hollywood
Right.
J's old partner in crime,
Right.
Matt DeCourt.
Mm-hmm. Stepping aside for Uncle Oatis here.
Well, Matt had other things
Right.
that he needed to take care of.
Of
and
course. He's always welcome
you know
back.
what they say, life happens.
Uh-huh.
And somebody is not going to enjoy this ride very much.
Boom.
And I think it's going to be both, really, the way I'm looking at it.
Right.
All right, now, Dan,
Now they're both in
Dan's
the back.
regretting that he put those chairs up.
Right. Yeah. Now,
And the door.
throw the door at him too. Throw the rest of the door at him. And whack him. He's underneath the door. And he's being pounded profusely with a chair.
Yeah. You think? I mean,
Is he going to get up from this?
Dan's been through worse, I'm sure. He's a grizzled, seasoned veteran.
Right. Sort of like me on public access.
Yeah, you get seasoned
Me
at
over
what
here
it
at
is you do.
NHTV. He's not getting up.
Patrick's he's looking like he thinks he's got this, and then he does. Okay.
He does have it.
Big Patrick.
Just when you thought it was safe, Dan, the man, guess what?
Great guy, Patrick, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but you got to catch him on a good day. You don't want to. Don't piss him off, I'm sure.
Oh, no. Doesn't look like the kind of guy you want to meet in a dark alley, that's for sure.
Yeah.
No. We can go to, we'll wrap this up with BST, then we'll get to the PAPW.
Oh, okay. We got another clip from.
We got the women's match now.
Oh, okay.
Gotta have the women's match.
So it looks like we got Nahir Robles
the hero
against Amity LeVay.
against Amity LeVay and JC Storm, the elemental. JC
Oh, it was
Storm.
a three-way?
It was a 3-way, yeah.
Okay.
3-way girls match. So I have never seen the hero Robles or this girl looks like she's a witch. Amity LeVay.
I believe I saw both of them wrestle at Kaiju Pro
Okay.
Wrestling up in Bristol at the Lincoln Room.
Right.
I believe that's where I first saw Nahir Robles wrestle. And she was at the event, I believe, that I saw for Kaiju just a couple of months back
Right.
up there. That's another beautiful venue that they have up there.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I love it. Absolutely, and it's classy, very nice.
Well done.
Okay, now I'm not familiar. Who's the third
And
girl?
the blonde is JC Storm. I've
JC
seen
Storm.
her compete at previous events for BST.
Okay.
Right.
Amity LeVay is, she's a crazy one.
Yeah, she looks crazy.
She is. She's kind of a crazy one, yeah.
Right. Gothic.
I mean, you don't put your fingers through the, you might pull a nub back if you put your
Right.
fingers through the, she'll bite it off.
Is she a witch or a vampire? Or both?
Oh, she's just a
Or just
badass.
Just a badass. Just likes to scream a lot.
Yeah.
And can wrestle too.
Well, I think it's kind of like when someone puts on some sort of war paint.
Right.
You know,
She just turns into a different person.
she's a different person when
she's
she
in
gets
the ring.
in the ring, and you don't, she'll scare you first, and then she'll
Right.
take you to the mat.
Yeah, when you have a girl screaming at you and she's coming at you like that, just doing
backflips.
doing
and,
backflips. 'Cause-
now here's really good too.
right.
You know, I've never actually seen JC Storm. I don't think wrestle,
JC Storm's real good too.
but I have seen both Amity and Nahir wrestle. And I follow them both on social media.
Yeah, the JC was involved with another three-way match. It was a main event for I think it was the United by One show last year for BST.
Amity LeVay, I think, was in that too, wasn't she? That was
No.
Didn't they have like a 5-woman scramble?
Not BST, I don't believe.
I remember I took pictures of it.
Right.
I don't know if it was a scramble or if it was a 6-man
Yeah.
tag thing.
You had Storm, and Vita Von Star was in that match.
Yep.
And, Evie De La Rosa.
And there was also she's very short-statured. I hate myself in the morning when I don't remember stuff. Mean Jolene,
Little Me Kathleen.
Yes, thank you,
Yeah.
you. Little Me Catholic.
I've seen her before.
Yeah, she was there as well. I think in that one.
Yeah, Little Me Kathleen. They did a show in Stratford at the Two Roads. And
There's one of those coming
yeah.
up. Actually, I saw it.
I was filming one of her matches, and I had to get the heck out of the way.
Yeah.
If not, I would have been part of the match. We'll put it to you that way. Happens once in a while. That's why I like to stay seated nowadays.
But the women
Safer.
are really, they really step up their game.
Oh,
I really enjoy watching them compete because, they take, a lot of them take risk, a lot of risk.
Oh, yes. Women's wrestling is taken a lot more seriously now than it has ever been.
Oh, and it should be.
Right.
It really should, because the women have gotten the opportunity to
Right.
shine instead of being, eye candy. or
Yeah,
something
whereas the
stupid
70s and
like,
80s, it was more of the eye candy.
Yeah,
Right.
and it's great to see that, that ability is just as, it's an even playing field when it comes to ability. I think Amity and Nahir have had somewhat of an ongoing feud. I don't know if it's over, if it's still going, but I think I've seen them pitted up against each other before. And I don't remember if I personally saw them or if it was because I remember seeing, a match card or something where they were going up against each other. But I think they've been had a rivalry for a little while now.
Yeah, I'd like to see
Up
more of them.
Wow. Amity got the win over Nahir.
Amity got the win. All that screaming, that craziness paid off.
Look at Q. He's not going to go over there and lift her hand up. Look at him. He's pulling his hand back. He's like, yeah. Look. Yeah.
Look at her. She's still screaming.
Look at Q's out. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
She's
going to come after me. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right. That was awesome. Yeah, I'm sorry I missed that event because they always have an outstanding show.
They tear the house down every time.
They really do.
Right. Now, PAPW,
yes.
they had a decent crowd, too, for... now, their training facility really isn't that big.
Right.
But...
And it was the first show back at the training facility since the summer. Beginning of the summer, because they've been having the Armada Brewery shows. And actually, we'll talk about it in a minute. There's number 10 is coming up soon.
Right.
In a few weeks. But, yeah, you and I were both there Saturday night. They had the semifinal rounds and the final round for the Hercules Hernandez
Memorial
Tournament, yeah.
Hercules Hernandez used to be Paul Roma's tag team partner back in the WWF.
When they were the Power and Glory and the Glory, yes, they were. Mm-hmm. And they have the trophy, and we'll see, who. Right now, here's my spoiler.
Right.
And that's all I'll say for the moment. But he deserved that win, I think. He's really going places.
Absolutely.
But, yeah, we have a few matches. It was also in a benefit for all the proceeds went to autism awareness. So that was really important. And it was a packed house. Now, I don't really know how many they can fit in there.
Right.
But it was beautiful.
Right.
It really was.
I like seeing it when it's like that.
The ring was redone. It had the new beautiful, mat on it.
Oh, yes.
The ropes redone. The turnbuckles were nice and, shiny. And I mean, it was just that I was very impressed at how nice the training center turned into a venue.
Right.
And there was plenty of seating. As a matter of fact, Mario Mancini, WWF, WWE superstar there, he had to get up at least 2 or 3 times to get more chairs to put down because people were coming in the front door even after the show started. Like 2 matches in, people were still coming in. So he had to go and bring out some extra chairs and set them up. Mario he's right there getting his hands dirty and stuff. And
always does. Let's see what we got here.
Yeah, we got some great clips coming up. Yes, now, as I was saying earlier to you about the rookies, the up-and-comers.
This new class coming in, and this is Deuce Stovall?
Yeah, Deuce Stovall. This is his first match, if I'm not mistaken. But the Red Devil Mooch there, the U.S. champion, he likes to get these new guys and give them a shot because he likes to give the beat down and teach them a lesson because it's early in their career.
Right.
So
he wants them to know what it's like.
So he's given the beat down, though Deuce did hold his own. He did really well. He did better than you would think for a guy working his first match, But here you see Mooch doing what Mooch does, just a little bit of torture here and there, corner to corner, whatever. He likes to wear you down a knuckle at a time, so to speak.
Teach the rookie a lesson.
Yep.
Right.
Get him in the corner, work those abs.
Yeah, now you have to be doing decent with your training in order to even have your first match.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah. And Deuce, I've been watching Deuce. He's very good. He really is. he's one of these kids that's young and up and coming, and he's hungry. He wants to learn right, and who better to learn from than Mario and Paul Roma?
Absolutely.
You know? So he's doing well. He'll go places as long as he you know. He probably should pick better matches though than this, because
Right.
somebody like Mooch is going to tear you down brick by brick, and when that happens, there's not a whole lot at the end of the, you know, you're lucky if you got a foundation to stand on.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure the next
Mooch
morning
did.
he got up, he was feeling it.
Look what Mooch did at the last show at Armada Brewery when he went up against Ryan Frost for that belt, for that U.S. belt. Frosty had that busted up thumb, and he went right for it. Mooch didn't care. You know, that's wrestling. You know,
That's wrestling. If you know your opponent has a weakness, has a bad knee or
right,
bad
you
bad
work
leg.
it,
Right.
and that's what he did.
That's that goes back to the Four Horsemen. Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard used to do it all the time in a tag team match.
Yep.
If they're, you know, they knew their opponent had a weak spot, they just
And you
focus
see,
on it, and that's it.
and that's what Mooch is doing here. He's been working the midsection of Stovall now since the bell rang, really. You know, he's doing elbow drops to the sternum. He's you know, kicking him in the stomach, and he's working that midsection. You take the wind out of a sail, and it doesn't go anywhere, and that's what he's trying to do. Now,
You almost got the pin there.
yeah, good for him, because that isn't easy to get
No.
Mooch down like that. But you got to hold him for 3 seconds. Deuce.
Right.
Got to hold him for 3.
Can't be 2.5, unfortunately.
Nice little clothesline
Yeah.
there. Almost looked like it was gonna be a lariat with the way
Right.
he was dragging him down.
Like a combo lariat clothesline kind of thing going on there. And now he's going up to the top.
There we go. Mooch loves to get up there and he's gonna frog splash him maybe. Yeah,
He missed.
He was trying,
Right?
but
And Deuce is getting the momentum now.
yep. Okay, he
Took
got
him down
a
there.
nice little forearm, couple
Yep.
forearms.
Right? Let's see. What? Oh.
Yeah, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Oh.
Whoop, and he popped back up. All right, good
Right.
for him.
Right. At least he popped
I'd still
back up.
be floundering on the mat like a fish.
He's trying to get the crowd behind him. What's he doing here? He's
I don't
just
know, but
walking
he
around.
needs to work Mooch over while he's down on the mat.
Right.
You don't take a breather. You can't take a breather.
You
because-
just got to stay on him.
Yeah, with Mooch, as you stop keeping him in check, and he finds another gear.
Right. Yeah, see?
Yep.
That's it. Boom.
So,
Pile driver.
Yeah, that's it. That's all she wrote.
Right.
Put more water in the soup, Martha. Company's
Yep.
coming.
Yep. But that was his first match. And it was for a title.
For a title.
Not too many people in the business could say their first match was for, you know, they were competing for the U.S. title.
Yeah.
In PAPW or anywhere.
Well, it's good for his
Any
resume.
title. Right.
It's good for his resume, and he needs some, check marks in the W column. But just to say that he held, for so many minutes, he went with the Red Devil Mooch.
Right.
That says a lot, because the guy is, if he's 20, I'm 90.
Right.
I mean, he's young. He's a young guy.
Exactly.
He just started. So, well, good for you, Deuce. We'll see what happens. We'll be watching you. That's for sure.
Definitely. And all the new trainees at the PAPW training facility.
Right. Now, I think
Absolutely.
we also have a match. Another clip. I'm not sure if this is the sixth. Yes, this is the sixth man.
Right.
So we got Bloodsaw, Anytime Alan Bano, and this new up-and-comer, Corey Duke, who we've been really keeping a close eye on. The kid is a natural.
Right. Against Jekyll and the current tag team champions.
The Boricua Bombers.
So Boricua
Yes.
Bombers, yes.
They're the Paradise Alley Pro Wrestling Tag Team Champions. And these guys are seasoned as well.
Absolutely.
They know what they're doing. They're tight. They've been together a while. They know what's happening.
Right.
Now Jekyll's a wild card. I don't care whose team you got. If you got Jekyll on, he's a wild card. And you don't know what's going on inside behind that makeup. He's a madman, quite frankly.
Right, he is.
Now see how the Bombers they that's what they got to do. You got to do frequent tag-ins. Fresh man all the time.
The Bombers know
Work that, and they're working Bloodsaw. They're working Bloodsaw good.
And that's not easy to do. Because Bloodsaw is another one of those. He's a crazy individual, and he'll hit you with anything he can.
Yeah. And Bloodsaw held the AIWF belt.
Oh yes.
The international belt for a little while there too. You know, so he's a title holder. He knows the ring inside and out. He's got some years under his belt and some wins, and he's world traveled. You know, see, you know, people underestimate Jekyll. Don't do that. Don't do that. Well, we got a glimpse of Corey Duke over in the corner there. And there's Kurt Adonis.
Oh yeah, the referee.
Referee, we love him. He is so cool. He's such a good guy.
Right.
There you see Corey over in the right side of your screen. See, I like when Kurt referees because you know, sometimes you can't always keep your eye just on the action. And when you watch Kurt, he's almost telling a story himself.
Kurt's a veteran.
Yeah.
Kurt's been around.
Oh, he's wrestled, he's managed, he's done everything.
Right.
And
he ring announced once.
I think he's great.
Matt wasn't there, and he ring announced once.
Oh yeah, that's right. I do remember when he ring announced. That was maybe the March Madness or
I believe
something like that.
Right.
All right, Jekyll's just lost his drawers. he suplexed them right out of his pants or something. I don't know. I missed it. There's Alan Bano trying to get the crowd pumped up.
He's always good to do that.
Yeah. You know the Bombers are screaming.
Yeah, the Bombers don't like to look bad.
No, not at all. But they're not going to give Jekyll a hard time, I guarantee you that. Okay, now see, this is Corey Dukes. Now Corey's got like 5 or 6 matches under his belt, maybe like a half a dozen, maybe.
Yeah.
You know, and he travels. He's learning a lot because he's doing all of his traveling. We found out. Rick and I just had on our podcast for Pro Wrestling Wire. Just had a Bloodsaw on our show, and he told us that he's kind of taking Corey with him when he travels.
That's
so
good.
Corey asks a lot of questions. Corey does his homework. See, that's the thing.
Right.
And that's why when you watch him, you almost get this vibe of some old school wrestling. Like you know what I mean? Like,
it's not just a job to him. He wants this as a, you know.
Right. This
his
could
livelihood.
Be his livelihood.
Right.
Exactly.
He wants to live, sleep, eat, and breathe it, and that's, you know, it's a good thing he's asking the questions. Somebody like Bloodsaw, who's been around over a decade now.
Right.
Right.
And you know, Alan Bano, he hasn't been in the business a real long time.
No.
But he's amazing. And he's held a title or two himself, if I'm not mistaken. I know that he was the Fans' Choice Champion for New Age Wrestling for a while.
Right.
And I'm sure he must have had one more. Maybe I'm wrong, but Alan's got it together too. This is really a good team, Corey and Alan and Bloodsaw. Or what we call him, Buzz.
Bloodsaw.
Buzz.
Or Bloodsaw and Sheen.
Yeah. Okay. Now, did you just catch that? Now, you saw Corey leave.
Right.
And then this guy came in. It looks like Corey that just pinned one of the bombers. But that's his twin brother, Caleb.
It was also training to be a wrestler.
His training to be a wrestler. And this is what a dipstick I am. Okay? I'm so busy with my camera way up in the air, and I'm there like this, and I'm a dipstick because I don't even see half of the matches. I really don't, and it's a shame because I love watching wrestling,
right?
And I absolutely love independent professional wrestling. But when I'm trying to catch that shot, and I got my camera on a 7-inch screen, 8 to 10 feet up above my head, and I'm just trying to keep the action inside that 7 inches, it gets a little difficult to tell what happened. And I never saw Corey's brother roll in like that.
No.
I never saw it.
I didn't notice it till now myself.
So I thought, I'm like, all right, Corey, good job, man. Good. But they pulled a Killer Bees move. I don't know if you remember when the Killer Bees used to pull that stuff with the, when they were wearing the masks and one would roll out and another one roll in. And so
we got anything else from PAPW here?
And hopefully we're going to see more of Caleb, too.
Okay. Now, this is the finals of the Hercules tournament.
Yes, that is Alan, the Crocodile King Compass, that's in the beige pants.
And then the black trunks is...
Mr. Z.
Mr. Z.
Mr. Z is also new on the scene. He's got probably less than 10 matches under his belt. Maybe only 8, 7, something like that. I've said before, a little reminiscent of an Undertaker type of a vibe, dark side kind of thing.
Right. He hails from your worst nightmares, I believe.
Right. Except he's loud and he doesn't take crap from anybody. And there we go. Look at Alan's doing the gator roll. He did the gator roll on the big man. So both of these guys, Mr. Z had his semifinal match earlier in that night against Mirza.
Right. Who is another new.
Yes.
Up and comer, yeah.
And he's another one that's unbelievably naturally talented. Mirza is unreal in the ring. You get a Rockers vibe kind of thing, fast on his feet, a little bit of jumping off the ropes, and, learning the mat is really something that he's been working on, and he's doing a great job with it. Now, Alan ended up wrestling against Chris Battle.
Right.
And he won that match. And that was
That's not easy.
Right. Because we know Chris has been a veteran for 15 years?
Oh, easily.
Something like
Maybe
that.
Longer.
So, he's got a lot of time under his belt, a lot of time in his boots,
right.
Say. Alan, the two of these guys, they're tired because they both had some not necessarily lengthy, but very active first matches before they managed to go up against each other. But this is the final for the PAPW Hercules Hernandez Memorial Tournament.
Right. Great tournament.
At Armada, they had the first rounds, which brought us to the winners that went to the semifinals on this night. And if I'm not mistaken, it was roughly, I think it was 8 matches total.
Right. 8 matches for PAPW Saturday, yes.
Yeah.
Right.
And as you can see, that's standing room only. There's people that came in the front door. We ran out of chairs, I guess, and, it was the end of the night. So
I spent most of yesterday and a good 2 or 3 hours today just working on these matches.
I hear you.
Fine-tuning them.
Yep.
Getting them all ready to go.
Yep. Actually, the match between Brad Baylor and Dustin Flash Waller.
Right.
Because the way I ended up taking pictures for that and not necessarily video.
Right.
And with the pictures, they came out very red tone because, you could see the ceiling here in this match that
Right.
we're watching has a red tone to it.
I know.
Because of the mat. So everything looked really red. So I took those pictures of Waller versus Baylor and I black and whited them. I cropped them and I filtered them with a black and white.
Right.
And they look killer. And I'm going to be posting those tomorrow. I'm also going to post this match in full tomorrow from start to finish for anybody that didn't get to see it.
Right.
Or doesn't catch any of this maybe, but I'm gonna post that on Facebook and Instagram tomorrow.
Mr. C.
I think we're coming up on
Towards the end here.
right here.
Mhm.
Yep.
Is that what did it?
Yep. And now here we go. Now I've been watching Alan training, and he's been working on this elbow drop for a long time.
Right.
And he felt that if he could get it down, he was going to nail Mr. Z with it. And he's got the opportunity, so it looks like he's going for it.
Boom.
Done. Nice drop in the sternum.
Yeah. Reminiscent of the
1, 2,
Macho
3.
Man, Randy Savage.
And he gets
Ooh, yeah.
he gets that beautiful Hercules Hernandez trophy. Did you see that thing?
I did.
It's pretty cool
I
looking.
saw it up close and personal too.
Yeah,
On the way out.
it is pretty cool looking.
Right.
Very cool. So, and you could see it too, folks. You could go to like my Facebook page, Eric Smith, aka Uncle Oatis,
Right.
and it. I took a picture, a close-up of the trophy. It's really kind of cool looking, and I'm happy for Alan because
Right.
he really works hard. I've done several potatoes with him. I've cut several promos for him. The man is always thinking. He's always working, and he's always practicing. And there's the trophy.
There's
there.
Sergeant
You can see-
Murray.
I'm so proud of him. I'm really am. He's a friend. He's a good
Right.
guy. Good for you, Alan. You deserve it.
Absolutely. That's amazing. He hasn't been involved with wrestling very long, neither himself, Alan.
Yeah, I think it's under a year.
Yeah.
I would think anyway. I mean,
Year or two, maybe two tops, I think, but not even. I don't think you're right.
well, I didn't start hanging out at the training center and doing potatoes and stuff until a few months back.
Right.
So I don't really know. I don't know Alan before he made his debut,
Right.
and he was just training.
Mm-hmm.
But him and I, we talk often. We're on, we text back and forth and stuff. And he likes to run ideas by me. And he's just always thinking. He's always thinking about what the next promo he can cut. Or he's he's always trying to invent a new move or something. So, Alan's going to go places. There's the talent that comes out of Paradise Alley is really on a whole different level.
It
And with the people that are vets from there coming back and like that match with Brad Baylor and Dustin Waller.
Right.
You saw it. That was an awesome match. That was
Dustin
a great,
Waller, that's another one of those guys. He's always getting booked everywhere. Him and Kylon King.
Yeah.
Miracle
exactly.
Generation.
Yup, and Brad Baylor's everywhere. He's doing fantastic. Because PAPW puts out a quality product.
Right.
The wrestlers that come out of there they're very conscientious about what they do. They're very respectful guys.
Right.
And, just like any other, I guess, promotion, those that don't get along stay away from each other.
Right.
Until it's time to, get it on in the
Right.
ring. And I love going there. But Alan is, he's a thinker and he's a doer. And he's brilliant when it comes to, come on, Frank.
Mm-hmm.
People, Frank. Everybody loves Frank.
Everybody.
Another one who, has somebody that we love, you mentioned with Benny, is Jermaine Marbury.
Of course.
Right. He comes to the PAPW and does some training there, and
He's everywhere.
he's another one. Yeah, that he is so on the rise that I know we're gonna start seeing some of these guys on TV before too long. We really
That's
are.
good. Yeah,
Within the next couple years, we are.
Within 5 years max, you're going to be,
oh my God,
at the most.
with the talent that's coming
So
out
and
of
so is going to be all elite, or so and so is going to be at the performance center down in Florida.
Here's just a quick idea. I'm looking at my sheet here. There was Deuce Stovall,
Right.
A.G. Nelly,
Right.
Mirza, Mr. Z, Corey Duke, his brother, of course, and well, that was it.
Right.
But those were just all guys that have less than like a year under their belt.
Yeah.
And they all wrestle like they've been doing this for, some of them really like they've been doing it forever.
We got one more?
We do?
I think.
No, I don't think we do.
Are we all done? I think we're done. I don't
think
know.
that was the last, because
Maybe that was the
I only
last
brought
one.
2 clips. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You have upcoming dates. I know we have next Saturday for PAPW, but they rolled off a whole bunch of them. I know that.
yeah, actually, we could probably, real quick, we got something going on up here. Okay, you brought it.
Right.
Okay, so we got Jeremy Lacroix and A.G. Nelly. 2 guys. All right, I didn't mention Jeremy because he wasn't on the card Saturday, was he? No.
No.
But A.G. Nelly was, because Nelly went up against Sylvan,
Yes.
and he did really well. So this is going to be a good match because they're both rookies, but they're just two different. Jeremy likes to take it to the mat. He's got some Greco-Roman, wrestling experience. I'm not real familiar with Nelly as far as what his background is, but I hear he's got experience too. So this is going to be a really good one.
What else we got here?
We got Sylvan and Deuce again.
Right.
Okay.
Deuce Stovall. That'll be a second match.
Sylvan actually has only been wrestling for under 2 years, I think, as well. And he's going places. So this is what I mean.
What else we got here?
This one's
This
from
is
you.
for Pioneer Valley Pro Wrestling. This is their next event, October 12th at the Pulaski Hall in East Hampton, as they present Wrestle Juice with the Western Mass Workhorses, the tag team of AJ Cruz and Scotty Wild, taking on Brick City. That's going to be a very, very good match.
Yeah. Well, I heard about Brick City,
Mm-hmm.
but I've never gotten to see them wrestle. I got to watch some more. I got to go back into your Facebook page.
Yeah.
People,
the
you got to
YouTube.
go on the Squared Circle Facebook page. Hollywood J.
Square Circle CT. That's the YouTube channel.
Yeah, or that, yeah.
Here's Alan Bano, Chris Battle, and Bledsoe on a 3-way.
The 3-way. Yep, that's that'll be a good one because those 3 have very similar wrestling styles. I feel. I could be wrong, but I feel that they're very similar body builds.
Mm-hmm.
They're all 3 thick guys with some muscle, and they're gonna tear it down. That'll be a good match. I can't wait to see that one.
Alan Compass.
There's
and
our
Zecco.
boy. And look at see what happens now. Alan's got the Hercules Hernandez trophy, and they pit him up against the Madman, Jekyll. They should be rewarding him. Why are they doing that to him?
Next up, we have Marbury and Kaizo.
Yes.
Another newcomer.
Kaizo's a good guy. He is a good guy. I've ran a couple of promos for him. Potatoes. Good guy, but Jermaine's my man. I like Jermaine. I putting my dollars on him.
Absolutely. Another match for Wrestle Juice. You have the Union.
Ooh, Sammy.
Accompanied by Alex Cypher. They are the tag team champions, and they will be defending against the PvP champion RJ Rude and the number 1 contender Sammy Diaz. The number 1 contender to the PvP championship. Like I said, Diaz gets everywhere, and he builds himself up to the top of the card everywhere he goes.
Yeah, well, he's fantastic.
Former
wrestler.
partners collide.
Oh boy.
The father of PvP, the veteran Hammer Tunis, and Big Bacon Brad Hollister. The closers implode at WrestleJuice on October 12th.
That's going to be crazy good.
That's it.
Corey Duke, there he is. Big up and comer against Mr. Z, the worst, from your worst nightmare.
Mr. Z.
Yeah, well, Corey's about to have a nightmare, but Mr. Z may end up not sleeping too tight after that match, so we'll see.
Anything else we got before we wrap it up? Mooch and Mirza.
Yes. Mooch. I try to always say good things about Mooch because I don't want to get my, I don't need a size 10.5 boot or whatever he's got so far up my Levi's, but I think he'll take Mirza.
A women's match, Killer J and Nat Castle.
I don't know Nat Castle.
I know Killer J a little bit.
We know Killer J, and she's also new on the scene.
Absolutely.
And recently made her debut. So she's another one that's really, she's doing fantastic in the ring. She went against Nelly last month at the brewery and really gave him a run for his money. So
we got to wrap it up, though.
we're going to wrap it up.
We're going to wrap it up.
Woo!
Look for more information. We got PAPW BST coming to Stratford with a Halloween event, October 26th. We got a bunch of tests of strengths coming up. So I'll be sprinkling out some footage over the week, so stay tuned. I'm Hollywood J. Williams.
And I'm Uncle Oatis.
Good night. Good luck. See you soon.